Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine as you can see. Kisumu is also fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Mutahi Ngunyi yesterday delivered some chilling warning to the mountain. And he warned the mountain that the end is near. Let me just read for you what Mutahi Ngunyi posted yesterday on his verified Twitter handle. This is what he posted. Dear Kikuyus, Mulembe Nation is the second largest voting bloc in Kenya. And Ruto will mend fences with Raila. If they come together, you will be out of government for 100 years. Be nice to Ruto. He has been decent to you. Take it or leave it. The end is near. I want us to analyze this tweet because if you ask me, the tweet is heavy. And the fact that the tweet was made by none other than Mutahi Ngunyi is also significant for three main reasons. Number one, Mutahi Ngunyi was one of the gentlemen who came up with the tyranny of numbers. For those who follow the politics of this country, tyranny of numbers was used in 2013 to rig Raila Odinga out of office. Because according to Mutahi Ngunyi at that particular time, there was no way a combined force of the Kikuyus and the Kalenjins could be defeated. Number two, Mutahi Ngunyi also came up with the hustler narrative. It is the hustler narrative that William Ruto actually used to campaign in 2027. And of course, it's also significant because Mutahi Ngunyi is not your ordinary Kenyan. This is one of the former advisors to Uhuru Kenyatta, and he was actually based at State House. So I want us to go through this tweet. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But before I do that, let me also take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen because it goes a long way in supporting the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, if you paid very close attention to the tweet by Mutahi Ngunyi, he's mentioning several things. He's mentioning the Kikuyus. He's mentioning the Mulembe Nation. He's mentioning the voting blocks. He's mentioning Raila Odinga. And he's also mentioning the fact that it's coming, it's the end is near. Now, for me, my interpretation of that tweet are as follows. Number one, Mutahi Ngunyi is already crafting a narrative for the Kikuyus. And that narrative is to the advantage of William Samoei Arap Ruto. Just like Mutahi Ngunyi crafted the hustler narrative, just like Mutahi Ngunyi crafted the tyranny of numbers, Mutahi Ngunyi is currently crafting another narrative which is meant for the Kikuyus. And the narrative is about fear factor. That is what Mutahi Ngunyi is trying to create. Very soon, you'll start seeing Mutahi Ngunyi coming up with the theories of how the entire nation is going to gang up against the Kikuyu nation. So for me, the intention of creating the fear narrative, for example, who doesn't know that the Luhya nation are the second largest bloc? Then why should it worry Mutahi Ngunyi? Mutahi Ngunyi is simply telling the Kikuyus that, look here, there is the Luhya nation with Musalia Mudavadi. And then there is Raila Odinga outside there. So if you dump Ruto, because that's what's happening, there is a serious rebellion against William Ruto in the mountain. If you dump William Ruto today, what's going to happen is that William Ruto will simply go and look for Raila Odinga. And William Ruto, the Mulembe Nation, and Raila Odinga will definitely defeat the Kikuyu nation. And of course, there's also this narrative that has always been there that William Ruto might not support another Kikuyu presidency. So those are some of the things I'm getting that is trying to create that fear. Of course, assuming it happens the way he's saying, but 100 years is a long time. If since independence, we've only had 60 years, and it's telling the Kikuyus that if they are removed from office, then definitely they are going to stay in the cold for 100 years. That's basically instilling fear in Mount Kenya. I don't know the objective of that, because I've always told you that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve an objective. So I don't know the objective why he's trying to instill that fear. Number two, Mutahi Ngunyi is also warning the mountain about the implications of Raila Ruto unity. And I'm reading the outcome of the bipartisan talks. And basically, what Mutahi Ngunyi is telling the mountain is that they must oppose that bipartisan talks. That is what I'm getting. Because if they won't oppose that bipartisan talks, Raila Odinga is going to find his way. And if you read the tweet generally, Mutahi Ngunyi is making it very clear that if they come together, okay, this is what he's saying, and Ruto will mend fences with Raila, will mend, which means it's in the future, will mend. So for me, if you ask me, it's about these bipartisan talks. So let us wait and see how the bipartisan talks is going to unfold, because already we are seeing rebellion from section of Azimio. Eugene Wamalwa never appended his signature to that report. I've also seen Martha Karua opposing the reports. Jubilee Party has also released a statement opposing the talks, which for me is significant. So that's something that is significant. Number three, Mutahi Ngunyi is also, in my view, questioning the value of Mount Kenya votes to Ruto and why the mountain should actually hold Ruto hostage. That's why he's telling them that be good to this man. He has been decent to you. So which means in the mind of Mutahi Ngunyi, the Kikuyus are giving William Ruto trouble. But William Ruto has an option. He's telling them that, you can do whatever you want to do, but look here. This guy has an option. With the support of the Mulembe Nation, with the support of Raila Odinga, you'll be out. So there's no need of you rebelling. So basically, is coming up with a theory about the real value of Mount Kenya votes to William Ruto. But let's face it, who is William Ruto minus Mount Kenya? Who is William Ruto? If the mountain were to rebel against Ruto today, would we have Ruto? Would we have Ruto? Those are swala nyeti. And it's a very complicated or complex equation, if you ask me. But Mutahi Ngunyi is questioning the real value of Mount Kenya votes to Ruto, that Ruto can actually do without them. And that's very important. Number four, by the way, if you've watched this video up to this stage, just know from the bottom of my heart that I really appreciate it. So just let me know in the comment section that you've watched it up to this particular stage. Number four, in my view, I think Mutahi Ngunyi from far is telling the mountain something that they should pay very close attention to. The possibility of William Ruto working with the Mulembe Nation. Let's just be open. The possibility of William Ruto working with Musalia Mudavadi in 2027. It's not far-fetched. You can't rule out the possibility that in 2027, Ruto might decide to go with Musalia Mudavadi. And even if that's not the case, there's also the possibility that William Ruto can actually go and work with Musalia Mudavadi in 2032. And if that were to happen, it would simply mean that in 2032, it's going to endorse Musalia Mudavadi. So the question is, if Ruto were to endorse Musalia Mudavadi and Mount Kenya rebel, what are the options? The options is what is telling Ruto. I mean, it's what is telling the Mountain. That you rebel, then this guy will go and look for Raila. And the moment we'll have Raila on his side, will be the end of you. And lastly, I'm also convinced that Mutahi Ngunyi is indirectly advising the Mountain to unite. The truth of the matter is that as we speak, there's a growing rebellion against William Ruto in the Mountain. But the Mountain can also not begin without that unity. So they must unite for them to begin. Mutahi Ngunyi is just reminding them that if you will fail to unite, if you continue rebelling against Ruto the way you are doing, Ruto will just move to the other side. Then he will mend fences with Raila, and that will be the end of the Mountain. I don't know what you think. Let me know in the comment section if you believe that there's a possibility that a handshake, for example, between Raila and Ruto will have unthinkable consequences to the Mountain. Let me know in the comment section. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. And by the way, I've seen so many of you guys asking me to talk about the ruling which took place yesterday, the House levy. For me, that ruling, if I were Ruto, I'll pray over it. And I'll pray that the courts will continue that way. Because Azimio would have milked that House levy. During campaigns, Azimio would have simply told their supporters that for us, we are going to go for the presidency to reverse William Ruto's two main things, the 16% VAT to 8%, and then we are going to remove that 8% VAT levy. Because if anything, it's not helpful. It's just taking money from people and handing it over to other people's pockets. Simple. So at least for now, if it were to happen, I'm sure that there is no way Azimio will milk it. And Azimio are sleeping. There are certain things they can really run away with. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.